All right, we got to talk about MoistCritical. We got to talk about Charlie today. Watch this video about me, or not about me, but in a way about me.
First, before I cannonball into the spaghetti and meatballs of today's topic, I'd like to let you all know I've been actively working on my Mickey Mouse impression, so please let me know your thoughts. Pluto! So with that out of the way...
That's so good. Muted. Subtle, but good.
I'm going to show you all of my analytics from my life.
I've never tried a... I want to try a... I'm trying to try a Mickey right now. Oh boy! I'm going to try it with my left hand now! I've never tried it before. That was my first time. That was my first time ever. Be honest, out of 10. Be honest. Be honest. Don't just fucking hurt me because you know I'm fragile. 6, 7.
Time of being on YouTube and almost a decade of being on Twitch. Now, the reason for this is, a week ago I made a video called I'm Turning It Off, and in that video I'm explaining why I'm disabling any and all means of people having the ability to donate money to me. No more super chats, no more YouTube memberships, for all intents and purposes, no more bits on Twitch. I should have done this a long time ago, but better late than never, might as well get the farty sharded now. The reason is super simple. I would much rather you keep your money, use it for yourself, or use it for things you deem important, whether it's charitable causes or what have you, but just stop forking it over to me.
W. Charlie, man. Made enough, recognized it, now turning off the avenue for people to donate. That's a W move. Your turn? Well, we'll talk about that in a moment. Let's hold up. Let's keep it on Charlie for now. Let's keep it on Charlie for now. By the way, can we get a hype train?
Now, since posting that video, there's been a lot of questions and even somewhat of a pushback from other streamers about how, like, this sets a bad precedent where it, like, starts to shame other streamers if they don't follow my footsteps here. Let me be clear, I'm not trying to make a rallying cry here. I'm not your dad. You do what you want with your own streams. Keep donations and subs on out the wazoo forever. I don't care. That's...
Yeah, I think I think they're being pussies. I think if you feel shame accepting money from others, that's good. You should accept that shame in your heart deeply. But you shouldn't, like, need everyone else to do the same behavior so you feel okay doing it. I mean, everyone has, like, a different line of shame of what they accept or don't accept. Do you feel shame? On a deep level, but not with subs and donations as much, which we'll get into. But I want to watch Charlie's thoughts first.
This was just my own personal decision. Obviously, that wasn't like the most prevalent take or anything.
Point Crow, 5 gifted. Yeah, that's not worth pausing the stream. Don't donate to me if it's 5 or less. I've said this so many fucking times. It makes a note if it stops the flow. It's 10 minimum. Mods.
But it is a conversation I saw stirring about after I posted that video, because there are some streamers that believe that normal people having the ability to give them money helps them feel included in the community, part of the crew, part of the ship, and it's like integral to the streaming experience to be able to, like, sub and donate and things like that. I've never really shared that perspective. I've always viewed streaming as content that you are providing to viewers for free, and if someone's nice enough to toss you a doubloon, you tip your fedora saying, "Holly jolly, thanks for the Reddit gold, kind stranger."
I think Charlie's a bit off on this. I don't think streaming is entertainment as much as it is access. The reason I think people like to tune into streams as opposed to VODs of streams or edited down videos from streams is, like, a stream gives you access to the entertainer that you're watching. So, like, you can chat and then they can interact with your chat messages. I think that's, like, the difference here. There's a level of interaction you have as well. Then why do most people not chat? I think they like... Hold up. No, it's a good point, but let me reply here. I have not been clocked. I think people like watching the interaction of the streamer with chatters, and they think they don't have a chat message worth reading, but I can prove it. People don't like watching streams without the chat. They like the chat being either on the screen, or if they're watching, like, on a TV, like, there's the chat, like, over here. You like watching this chat over here. Even if you're not typing, you like the chat being there. If you watch through the VODs, you like being able to watch it with the chat. It's a big difference if you watch a stream with no chat versus with a chat. So even if it's not necessarily you personally who is, like, accessing that, you know, streamer by chatting, somebody else doing it, I think is also something that people like. I would say the majority of people prefer to watch streams with chat than without chat. Even lurkers prefer watching it with chat than without chat. It's still entertainment. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not saying it's not entertainment, but what I was going to say is I think most of the, or a lot of interactions that happen that are paid, whether it's like donations, gifted, whatever. I think some of it is like, hey, I like this. And, you know, I've been watching for a while and I wanted to give, you know, $5. But a lot of it is also basically using the fast pass, the Disney fast pass to get your message read. I think a lot of people like, because they have disposable income, Disney fast passing, because then that gets you direct access without the gamble of will my chat message be read. And streamers to varying degrees have like varying levels of fast passes available, you know, like a TTS. A TTS is a crazy fast pass. You donate your money and then your message is read out loud so everyone hears it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there are levels to this shit in terms of access you can pay for.
There was soul and a soul, the sound and that man.
So like that. So I think that's why some people, like XQC is a good example. If XQC removed TTS because he didn't want donations anymore, I think people would be mad, not because they can't give XQC money, but because they've lost like access, which they had on every single stream of having their message read out loud. And I think that's like a lot of what the stream is and offers. Not saying that's Charlie's.
And no one should feel like they need to be able to give you money to be included in the community. That feels very parasocial to me, but that's just my own view on it. But what I will tell you...
Doug's a great example. Doug's a great example of somebody who uses chat interaction to elevate his videos, and paying can get you on the fast pass if you have a funny idea or you think, you know, your clever joke would be good in the video, that you would use money to get access to him in being a part of that video.
Breaking the Magician's...
Can you watch longer than 3 seconds without pausing, Mud? No, because you asked me a question, so I have to pause to answer the question. Is your on-screen chat emerge between YouTube chat and Twitch chat? First off, that's against terms of service. Second off, don't bring it up.
There is no top streamer that needs your financial support to put food on the table or continue providing those streams. For you.
True.
Also, the bulk of a streamer's income comes from ads in the first place. Anyway, though.
The bulk of a streamer's income comes from ads in the first place. I think for the new kids, for sure. I think for the new age, because they run a crazy amount. Oh yeah, I guess I would say sponsors is most. Not me, for sure not. Because I come from an era where it was very frowned upon to run ads on Twitch, and nobody ran ads at all. The new gen runs 20 minutes of ads an hour, and the viewers just fucking eat that shit. They just tank it. Boom! 4-minute ad break. Boom! 6-minute ad break, and they just tank it. So I think at least at the ad density that I run, and I think a lot of other people who started streaming when I did, they don't make as much from ads.
I think this stems from people just not really knowing how much money a top streamer can make on Twitch, for example. So let me show you my analytics from my lifetime on Twitch.
Charlie, lifetime on Twitch, been streaming since, wow, he's been streaming a long fucking time. It's millions for sure. It's millions, but it's not crazy millions. I don't think he's ever had a crazy high average sub. Fuck. 3 to 6.
Now, Twitch analytics are a little wonky here on the back
million.
end, so I wasn't able to just set the date range from 2017 to 2025 because it would just freeze. It would just have a conniption. I bet the Twitch HQ, a server just...
I'm so wrong. 55K? Oh, sorry. He's explaining right now. That's only a short time.
Fucking caught flame with me trying to do that, so I had to break it up into chunks. So in 2017 is when I really started like actually streaming on Twitch. I had dabbled in 2016, but it wasn't until 2017 where I got like partnered and everything. So from 2017 to 2019, I made $55,500 for those 2 years. And I wasn't full-time streaming at this point or anything. It was just a bit of goofing around, having some fun, and it brought in $55,500. From 2019 to 2021 is when I took it a lot more seriously. As you can see, my time streamed went from 600 hours on the 2 years to 3,600 hours, and I made $1.2 million for those 2 years. And this was before my Twitch contract, so the only ads that were running on my stream were like the pre-roll ads, the ones that Twitch would insert themselves.
Yeah, that's a low ad density, 1 minute per hour.
So this was still without ads, by the way. $1.2 million, almost 1.3.
Show us yours. To be clear, mine was leaked. Mine has been publicly available to watch for like years. There was a huge Twitch leak. You don't remember this? It showed all my earnings, the whole kit and caboodle. It was all out there, bro.
Then I got a Twitch contract which necessitated a certain amount of ads, 3 minutes of ad time per hour. And from 2021 to basically 2025, I made $4.1 million. And to those astute observers amongst you with those keen peepers, you might notice that my subscriptions are less than half of what they were for the previous 2-year period.
I didn't.
So even though I have 180,000 less subs across these 3 years than I did for the previous 2, I still made significantly more. And that is because of ads. Ads are the breadbasket to streamers. That is the jelly to the peanut butter sandwich that is streaming. And keep in mind, these numbers here, the 4.1, the 1.2, those don't even include brand deals or sponsorships, and I didn't have any like ancillary donations, but a lot of streamers do through like Streamlabs for like text-to-speech, stuff like that. So that doesn't include any of those other means of making money through the medium. This is solely through just Twitch itself. And I think something important to mention, contrary to popular belief, I am not a top streamer. I am also not even a full-time streamer, and I haven't been for over a year and a half.
But I get top streamers. He's not a top streamer. He's a top streamer. I don't know why he's saying that. Charlie's certainly a top streamer. I don't know why he's saying that. Maybe he is saying like relative to Queso or, you know, Jason the Ween, but like his CCV is crazy high. And I also think he streams more hours than me. He's a top streamer, bro. He's often at 4K viewers. Okay, 4K viewers is crazy high. I don't know what happened to viewers where you're at fucking 10K and it's like, ugh, maybe kill yourself. Like there's not a lot of people in the world who are doing 4K viewers or more. There's not a lot. It's a low amount. It's a damn low amount. We can just look it up right now. I would guess Charlie is like top 100 streamers. I would guess just by hours watched. It's kind of hard though, because I guess he multi-streams. Fuck, spelling MoistCritical, my actual demon. Fuck, bro, it's so hard. He's ranked 589, 262 in English, but it doesn't include his YouTube streams, which he does multi-stream. But even that, like, if you are the 589th biggest streamer in the world, you're a top streamer, no? I would say that's pretty big. Maybe I'm Delulu. You're top 0.000 whatever 1%. With his YouTube stream, I think he would definitely crack top 100 English for sure. We need a website. I guess Stream Charts might do it. Websites don't really account for multi-streaming. But anyway, it is subjective, so I understand if he doesn't view himself as a top streamer, that's fine.
So my 2025 earnings, I didn't really put them here. It's about 100K. So another thing to add to the total here. But I'm not even a full-time streamer anymore, and I haven't been a top 20 streamer probably since the fucking Among Us boom. You know, back in the prehistoric internet age now. Like, the Among Us era is the only time where I broached, like, the top...
He's 588 of what? 100,000 people streaming? Dude, the amount of people who stream every month is millions. There are millions of people who go live. It's millions. It's way higher.
Top 20. I've not been in that ball game for a while, and yet this is still a crazy amount of money, where there is no reason I should be taking money from just normal people working normal, everyday jobs. It just doesn't feel right to me. Streaming is the easiest job there is. Hot take, I know, sorry, that was a blistering, scalding magma that I just spewed out there.
Veto, not the hardest job in the world, or the easiest job, I should say. What's the easiest job on earth? I think the easiest job is a job that can be done, that requires literally no experience. It can be done by people of basically any age. It requires no physical input. I think right now, the highest average age job on earth is the president. That's probably the easiest job on earth. If you can do it when you're 84 years old on average, it just can't be a hard job. And I don't see any 84-year-old streamers. So how is that job harder than mine? There's not one 84-year-old streamer. There have been multiple 84-year-old presidents. Interesting.
I sit in swamp ass for a few hours every day. Well, at least I used to when I was a full-time streamer, playing games or just yapping. Now compare that Weenie Hut Jr. routine to a normal person who is actually working their ass off every single day in a 9-to-5 environment, grinding in the hopes of chasing the American dream. And then they'll come home, maybe turn on my stream and donate a couple of dollars to me. And it just doesn't sit right with me taking that kind of money, given what I've made from all of this. And I really should have just stopped this a long time ago, especially considering this is just the Twitch side of things. I told you, I'm going to show you my YouTube earnings. So be ready because here it is. Huge fucking...
Sorry, fuck, that scared me. Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my God! Damn, boy. Oh my God, bro. That is so much money. That's crazy. I'm not showing mine after that, bro. You're asking me to show my penis after a guy just whipped out his 9-inch dick. I'm sorry, bro. My mini ass sausage next to this is not gonna look so hot. What about your YouTube contract? Dude, with my YouTube contract, it's not close. With my YouTube contract, maybe half.
Fathomable amount of money. From starting this channel in 2007 all the way until today, I have made $35.8 million. I never even imagined that amount of money was possible to earn without just being born rich. I have said from day one, I got incredibly lucky. I will never be able to put into words just how lucky I got with all of this shit here. I'm not special. I got lucky. I have always said that, and I still believe that to this day. Now, something I saw a lot of people asking after the video I made about turning off all the donation stuff is how much money I'm leaving on the table. And while it's kind of hard to show it on Twitch considering both subs and bits are technically still on, even though I discourage both and have bits at a point where I don't think it's even possible to use them, I still can't get like a hard number on what's like gone now or anything like that. But on YouTube, I can show you directly. So with memberships and supers / gifts, I made over $1 million. Keep in mind, I've only...
Shorts are paying crazy, bro. No one's talking about it. Not bad, bro. Shorts are going crazy.
We had those things enabled for about a year. There was $1 million in a year from just normal people donating it to me. Again, that just doesn't fucking sit right with me. Now, I know there are plenty of streamers and YouTubers that have significantly more money than me and have subs and donations on and whatever.
And they got Richard Millie's, bro.
I don't care. Like I said, this is not me trying to lead some kind of revolution here where all of them turn it off. It's their choice to make.
Oops.
I wanted to explain fully why I don't want normal people just giving me their money anymore at all. Also, to be honest, I think just full goatseeing, showing how much streaming / YouTubing can make, just showing you the full, unedited, raw numbers is probably helpful for normal people so they can see how much money is in this space, because I think there's often so many question marks from people wondering how much does a streamer or YouTuber make?
In fact, I don't think that's so much the case anymore. Maybe exactly what the numbers are, but I feel like everyone's very under the impression that like a top streamer makes a shit ton of money and a top YouTuber makes a shit ton of money. I don't think it's any surprise. If anything, I think it might be too incorrectly tuned sometimes. Like I think people think streamer, they're making Kai Cenat amount of money. Like I made a video about this, how to be a streamer. And I talked about the 1,000th biggest streamer in the world. I'm blanking on their name right now, but or maybe it was the 10,000th biggest streamer in the world. I think it might've been the 10,000th biggest streamer in the world. It was a guy who averaged like 800 CCV. Omni Kevka. Yeah. Omni Kevka is the 10,000th biggest streamer in the world. And that's like an amazing achievement to hit, right? You're in the top 0.01%. You're able to stream full time, but the amount of money you're making is not different than a normal career job would be. I think because big streamers show their money or like how much a subathon makes or how much a whatever makes, it conflates with all streamers. I'm on the rich side, obviously, but just because your job is streaming or just because your job is YouTube doesn't mean you got fuck you money. I'm not trying to say this to be like, I'm a common everyday guy. I'm mostly saying this because I think the conclusion is that like every streamer, every YouTuber is rich, which is definitely not the case. YouTubers make more money? No. Not even close. A streamer makes way more money than a YouTuber because their output's higher. There's more stuff to make money on. I mean, we just saw, yeah, but Charlie streams on YouTube and also posts multiple times a day videos that require, you know, him just talking in front of a camera and they get like 2 million. Charlie's Charlie, bro. Like Charlie ain't like a YouTuber in the normal sense. There are very few Charlies. There are very, very few Charlies. I wonder how much Michael Reeves makes. Yeah, that's a good example too. It's like Michael Reeves, I'm not saying he's not well off, but like Michael Reeves, I should say, Charlie Reeves. Michael Reeves don't got 30 mil in the bank.
Especially because over the years, I've noticed there's been a multitude of creators that have come out and tried to like underplay how well off they are financially because they believe it could be somewhat of a brand risk where if they are perceived as being someone that's very rich, well, maybe their audience wouldn't like them as much because they're no longer relatable.
I don't know who he's talking about, but money's been tight for me, guys. Can we get a hype train going? Maybe a treasure train? I haven't seen a sub in a couple minutes. I appreciate it.
Just something I've seen here and there over the years from a bunch of different creators, and I just find it a bit disingenuous. So hopefully something like this can help show that if someone is in like the top sphere of YouTube or Twitch, they are very, very well off financially. Anyway, though, if you add both of these numbers up, I've made a total of $41.3 million. But that's not to say that's what I have. Now, I do live in Florida, which means there is no individual income tax. Big time Florida W right there. And I know, I'm big time gushing grannies, Florida glazer. I've lived here my whole life.
You're doing what to grannies?
I'm big time gushing grannies, Florida glazer. I've lived here my whole life.
Apache with the 10 bomb. Thank you, it's Apache. I really needed that.
And that is something very nice about it. But it's not to say that the tax man comes in gentle with the lube. He still goes whole hog raw. It is still brutal when the tax man comes a-knockin'. He'll blow up your guts. And that's just the way that the cookie crumbles. Obviously, a good chunk instantly goes to taxes. There's also like salaries for the people that I pay on my team, other expenses. And also for the first 4 to 5 years of me earning money through my YouTube channel, I donated every single dollar to charity. So while I may have earned $41 million over the course of my time online, I don't have nearly that much. But I still have more money than I will ever know what to fully do with. And I actually thought it would be kind of fun to go through like a deep dive on what it looks like. You know, taxes, expenses, all that kind of thing to see how it all breaks down. But maybe that's a topic best left for a different video. So for now, I'll probably just conclude it here. Hopefully this was insightful. Anyway, that's really about it. See ya.
See ya. Okay, 35. I mean, it makes sense. How many views does he have on his channel? He has 12 billion channel views. That is so many channel views. I haven't looked at my number. I don't think I've looked at my number, at least in a while. Anyway, that was a video Charlie made about turning off the ability for people to donate because he has made $41 million. Now, Ludwig, are you going to turn off your ability to donate? No. It's no. It's a no for me. Now, hold up. Let me make a couple of points though. First off, all donations that I get go to my moderators. So the text-to-speech donations that I get, I do not take a penny of. I use that to pay the moderators who do the, I think a job, of making sure the chat is like a fun place to go to and like different various tasks that I ask occasionally of them. So that is where all the donations go. Straight up. I don't get it. So I could remove it, but the value of removing it is that the mods then just wouldn't get money. And we wouldn't also have an avenue to do things like text-to-speech or whatever. So that's one thing. The second thing is memberships on YouTube are $1. They're $1 total. And I don't think there'd be too much value in removing it. It doesn't make me feel guilt, I should say. What does bother me, which I don't like, which I've talked about in the past, is kind of what happened today. It's like when someone gifts me $500. Or like 100 subs or whatever. Like I don't like large amounts of donations from people. I try to only ask for like Twitch primes, but there's no way to turn off like total gifted amounts. There's caps, and I've put a cap on donations, but I can't cap gifted sub amounts. It's not something that Twitch or YouTube allows me to do at the moment. Just ban them. I usually just tell them, hey, stop donating, which is annoying because when I do that, then they donate more because it's like a reverse psychology. But then I don't know the fucking secret word. I don't feel like permabanning is necessarily the best play if someone drops a 20 bomb. Isn't that just capping mod pay? Yeah, but I don't want someone to gift me because not everyone necessarily knows that when they donate to me, they're donating to the mods, right? It's not like always clear. They might just be donating to me, but I still wouldn't want someone to gift me like $500. I think it's still like a crazy high amount of money. But I can tell you straight out, this is what I'll tell y'all. I just found out this week, my monthly expenses for like just salaries for everyone who works for Mogul, it's like $250,000 a month. So that's like the total cost to like keep my business running. And that's to have everybody to be able to edit videos, run events, operate our warehouse, all that. That's $250K a month. And right now it's kind of cool because Twitch and YouTube revenue per month is higher than that. It's like 300K a month. Maybe a bit under, maybe it's like 225 is the expenses, 275 is the amount we get a month. We're doing good. It's a business that makes money, which is the goal of a business. Like I think there's a reasonable amount to make or an amount that you should be happy with. But like it's going up every month. The bank account doesn't go down, which is good because for a long time it was going down. But it's also not like enough room for margin where I feel comfortable shutting down, hey guys, you don't need to fucking sub to me. Everything's fine. I'll be fine for sure. 100%. I'll be fine for damn rest of my damn life. I'm very confident on that. But bro, I might sunset this month. I might sunset in 6 months. And what will happen is if we are making less money than we are spending, you have to let people go. And ideally, I don't do that. Like that's my goal, is to be able to operate a business, give the people who work for me a good life, good pay, good job, allow them to live the life they want to live for however long I do this. We're doing good right now. I have no complaints. Everything's fine. But not doing good enough that I'm like, guys, I don't even fucking need to run ads or beg for Twitch Primes. I'm chill on that shit. It's not that close. It's not that cushy. Who's going to do fire events if you're sunsetting? Europeans, bro. So Charlie mogs me. Yeah, Charlie absolutely What do you mean? Yes. Yeah, the 18 million subscribed to YouTube channel that can post a video saying, yo, did you guys watch one battle after another? That shit was an absolute fucking banger. Paul Thomas Anderson literally twisted my nuts the whole movie. And then it gets fucking million views. Yeah, he fucking mogged me. Are you kidding me? Of course he mogs me. That boy sucks me damn dry. Yeah, that movie was fire though. You're only taking home 50K. No. That doesn't include sponsors and like merch and other things, but like just directly the income I get from the websites. You also have that YouTube deal. I do not have a YouTube deal. I'm streaming on Twitch right now. You're actually typing on Twitch right now. So I don't know what you think's going on. You have a habit to make bad financial decisions, and I think you can blow enough $1 billion with this habit. I don't think you have enough money for life. Yeah, I appreciate your concern for me. Yeah, I've made a few bad decisions here and there. Sure, I get a little bit fucking risky with my money. Yes, I don't fucking save it all. Yes, I do spend. Yes, I lost 3 million in a year. Sure. But I do have enough for life. I am chill for life. And you're still actively sports betting? Because I'm trying to be more chill for life, okay? So if my Dodgers parlay hits, then we're a little happier in year 67. Like, what's the big fucking deal? Do you like paying taxes? I love it, bro. I love it, man. And I'm in California. That shit rules. California. You also have the Patreon for the yard. Do you use that to subsidize Mogul? No, that would be like fraud or some shit. Because the yard is equally owned by every member. And the other members don't work at Mogul. I guess Aiden does, but it would just be crazy. That would be a crazy play. Do you steal money from your friends? I stole $150 off Aiden's desk once, and then he told me it was my money. And then I gave it back because I was like, this is not as fun anymore. I stole it in front of him, to be clear. What about your ownership in Shopify Rebellion? Are you still losing burning money? Shopify Rebellion is not losing money for me. Off-brand games is for now. I have dreams. I have aspirations, and they don't involve losing 3 million this time. Anyway, check out Ethermancer, now available on Steam in early access.